Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all well. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk briefly about the healthcare sector and how to start a healthcare recruitment agency. Now, it's sort of the hot topic now, and I did start a healthcare agency myself and I've made a placement with it. You can check out my other videos to see proof of that, how I actually done it. So the reason now most people want to start a healthcare or move into a healthcare as a sort of staffing agency or recruitment agency is because it's the hot topic at the moment. It seems to be that most industries, because of COVID, have sort of slowed down or died down. So this could either be a temporary measure for yourself. You could say, okay, I'm recruiting for catering and hospitality, or I'm recruiting for drivers at the moment. And what I want to do is move into healthcare as a temporary measure. And then I want to sort of move into a more broader topic or move back into where I was, my bread and butter, so to speak. So what I'm going to do in this video is briefly touch on how to actually start it, what you need, and depending on what country you're in, I'll talk about, if you're in the States or outside of the country, or if you're based in the UK, how to actually do it and what you actually need to do. And more importantly, the mistakes you're going to make. And watching this video will stop you making any mistakes in the healthcare sector. So I'm going to briefly talk about the UK market, but I will apply to most countries as well, because I know a lot of people in the US, Canada, Australia, India even watch my videos. So to start off, the reason why most people fail at healthcare recruitment is because they target doctors and nurses. Now, although there's a huge demand, and there's been huge demand for as long as I can remember in the UK, even though it's government funded, schools are free. It used to be free for nurses to go to university, and now it's paid. Doctors, there's obviously a massive skill shortage. Even when we're bringing people from abroad, the salaries are very high. There's still a massive skill shortage. I don't think it's ever going to be fixed. The reason being, the candidates are in the market. So the number one mistake that people make is they try to recruit for doctors and nurses for the NHS or for private hospitals, and they can get for some vacancies, and then all of a sudden they can't fill the roles because there's no one out there. And then suddenly they say, oh, I can't fill the role. Healthcare doesn't work. I'm going to go back and change sector. I'm going to go and recruit for IT and finance. So what you will need to focus on is care homes, which, because we've got an aging population, they're massively on the rise, and there's a greater need, and sometimes they're more often not higher paid. So a lot of people are nurses in the NHS and then they move to the private sector. So the NHS struggles because the salaries are lower, the hours aren't there as well. Some care homes will give you a 9 to 5, which a lot of nurses look for, so they only want to work day shifts and not night shifts. Care homes provide that. It's much easier to sell the position. Usually in any town or any city you live in, there's usually a care home right next to you or nearby. So most people are usually near a care home. So the distance is there, traveling wise is good. Now, in order to start your business, what you're going to need is 3 things. Now, the first you're going to need is a website. Now, the reason being you need a website is because you want to look professional. You want to have information about yourself, and you want somewhere where no one's going to do business with you, basically, if you don't have a website. Most people have said, oh, can I start an agency or a staffing business without a website? The answer is no, categorically no. I've made a course which I can link you on my channel. If you go in there, there's a playlist, how to start a recruitment agency step by step. I show you all of this, and you can just watch those videos on there. So just go on my channel, click the playlist. You're also going to need either a phone line, so you can use your cell phone for now, but I suggest getting a VoIP, which is a voice over internet protocol. You can use it on your desktop, you can use it on your mobile, and that's perfect from there. The second thing you're going to need, now these are the only 3 minimum things you need at the moment, is a business email address. Now that's done through G Suite, that's done through Outlook 365. What you need to do is, once you've made the website, is you need to get your business email up. My method is emailing out to companies using my template that I provide. If you need any of this, just get in touch with me. I'll leave my LinkedIn and my email address at the bottom in the link. A link in the description, so have a look at that. And what you need to do is just set up and start targeting the care home industry. Start targeting not so much, the governing bodies, the hospitals. Stay away from that. That's the number one mistake. There is actually a huge demand. A lot of people are having success in it. I've shown about 7 people that are up and running. Some of them have made placements already in the sector. I've made placements in the sector, and it seems to be recruitment is dying off at the moment, but healthcare is the only one that's doing well. People are saying IT is doing well, but I don't think many people are doing as well as before. Healthcare seems pretty much untouched, if not booming more so. I've got a friend that's a healthcare recruiter, and he actually made more money now. Another thing to watch out for is don't go for low skilled positions. So if you're looking to recruit for general sort of carers, minimum wage, or they're going to be about £8-10 an hour or $15 an hour. I think they're called caregivers in the States. What you want to look at is how you can actually not attract those people, but attract people that the positions, the basic is you need somewhere where there's, how can I put it, qualification needed for that position. So if it's something where they need to study for 2 or 3 years, or they need a certain qualification like MVQ5 for children care or something like that, targeting a care home that is going to have a demand for that. So you need people with qualifications. They're the type of jobs you want to go after. You don't want somewhere where it's an entry position and anyone can do it, because that's not healthcare. That's just, doing a job. So don't target doctors and nurses for the NHS, and do not target people like care assistants in that position. You want somewhere where it's going to be, I mean, if you can provide it on a temporary basis, that's fine, or contract role, but on a permanent basis, you won't be as successful. There's not a demand. It's very easy for companies to recruit for. So you need that middle ground. You don't want it too difficult with the NHS, and you don't want it too easy where anyone could put an advert out on Indeed and get 200 applicants at this stage. So you want that middle ground, and it's care homes you need to be targeting. There is also a huge demand for care staff. To work in care homes, like I said before, the aging population is there and the market's going. And it's not just me saying it, the market is going there. Venture capitalists, investment groups, they're all ploughing money into healthcare. And you hear about all these stories, oh, people are pumping money into the healthcare, and you naturally think it's all going to hospitals. No, because of the aging population, it's going towards healthcare in terms of the care homes, because of, there's people that need to be cared for a longer period of time. And we used to look after our mum and dad when they got ill, years back, or the generation before me used to care, or they used to live with their parents. Nowadays, we can't. We all live separately. Your parents will be put into a care home, or your grandparents will be put into a care home, or they'll have people visit them at their own home. This is why that sector's booming. Community sort of, support is there. Community care in the community is what is important now. And that's what you want to target. So you don't want to target, it's for old people, children. The state look after people much better nowadays as well. So I hope this video provided some value and gave you some sort of insight in what to target in terms of, healthcare recruitment. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. And then, get in touch with me. I'll leave a link in the description below to the playlist so you can watch everything. And if you've got any questions, I'll have my email and LinkedIn so you can get in touch with me. Take care.